Hey guys, so it's a Sunday evening. What's nice about weekends is it allows you to have a shot and have a chance to start to somehow analyze, make your trading plan for the week, especially for most of you who are busy. That's what I suggest now for people who attended our sessions. I would always tell them use the weekends in order for you to craft your support and resistance so that especially for stocks that are not really moving from support and resistance on a very very fast level, you can already plot them over the weekend, then start just utilizing your plan. Meaning, kunyari may stock kayong tinignan, tapos nakita mo 10 pesos yung support niya, yung practical application nun is, you just check it within the week. Wala pa siya sa support, wala pa siya sa 10, I don't have to do anything. Tuesday, wala pa siya sa support, di pa siya tumatama ng 10, I don't have to do anything. Wednesday, wala pa siya sa support, I don't have to do anything also. Then Thursday, suddenly, nasa 10 na siya. I just have to see now if it's bouncing off that support level. If it's bouncing, then that could be an area for you already to start buying. So please remember this also, no? You don't actually have to buy the stock exactly at the support as long as you have evidence that you're actually seeing it staying above the support or at least being above the support as a level that there's actual buying. So please remember, for those who read Breaking the Resistance, a support is not a price, it's a price range. It's a group, it's an area where people believe that it's relatively cheap. So, doon nagkakaroon ng buying pagdating sa area na yun that you have evidence that it's not going down. Please remember that in the world of stock market trading and investing, more buyers bring the prices up. So, the fact that it's not falling anymore, that price, that area that you're watching is a legitimate area of support. So, there. So, for this video, I'm going to talk about JP Morgan, one US stock, then three Philippine stocks. And hopefully, that there will be a balance also later on. Please remember there's more stocks in the US to analyze. And I do hope that you guys also, yung thing sa Philippines, we only have 200 plus stocks. So if you want variety and you want more deeper analysis also predicated not just on price action and volume, you can explore US markets all together side by side with Philippine markets. And if you've been watching me for quite some time, hindi ganun kahirap, hindi rin ganun ka yung adjustment on analyzing the charts are relatively the same. If you know how to trade Philippine stocks, you can trade US stocks as well. It's more of lang, of course, fees, costs would be different, structures would be different also, especially if you don't have dollars yet, you are swapping Philippine pesos to dollars, then it would be there's some currency risk also attached to it. So JP Morgan, a lot of people have been sending questions about now. Then we have people from our Patreon group naman. For those who don't know, I started a Patreon community. It's in the description below for those who want to be part of it, those who want to support the channel. But a lot of people from Patreon have been sending me messages about AC. Then we have Bloom naman from our Instagram DMs that I've been getting. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to do a deep dive on that in this video. So by the way, before I begin and talk about the charts, my name is Marvin Germo. I'm a stock market trader and investor, and I've been investing in the Philippine markets for more than a decade now, and I've been investing in US markets for around 7 years now. And the heart of why I created two channels in YouTube, Marvin Germo and this one, Stock Investing Made Easy, because I just want to help more and more people learn how to trade the markets with confidence, because it can be done. You don't have to rely on hype and speculation. Everything you need to know can be found on the charts. Everything you need to know can be done if you start doing and learning and practicing and analyzing the charts from where you are. So let's do this. Let's look at JP Morgan. And if you'd like to know more about uh, the stock market, yeah, it would be amazing if you can like, share, and subscribe and be part of all of this that I've been doing to just educate and bring in and help more people win and trade the markets with confidence. So let's start with JP Morgan. First stock code of JP Morgan is JPM. As of last Friday's closing, it closed at 103.52, up 2.13%. Please also remember that as compared to the other stocks, other tech stocks, those that have been connected to the banking industry they really haven't been as fast in terms of their recovery. Please remember, prior to the coronavirus pandemic and all of the global lockdowns, US markets have been hitting all-time highs. But the chart discounts everything. And what's interesting about that is this. From the drop in March, for those who watched the video that I posted just a few hours before this, I mentioned that not just in the Philippine markets, but also in the US markets, that somewhere around the mid portion of March, a lot of the stocks around the world started to bottom already. And based on what we're seeing here, this is how the trend is. And if I'm going to draw a resistance here, you would basically see this. Putting 102.25 level resistance, we're also seeing it somehow, some way, trying to break out from this level. If it follows through, then we could possibly see that, hey, JP Morgan is pushing up and breaking out from an ascending triangle, which is a very, very bullish signal for those who attended our Stock Smart sessions. Sa lahat ng mga chart patterns, this is one of the things that I would normally follow. So please just write this down. If it breaks out of 102.25, the common possible narrative and breakout is it could go to the 114 level over the short term. Again, it's under the condition that it breaks past and holds and stays above the 102 level, 102.25 level. And this gives you at least a 12 point, around 12% na upside for JP Morgan. So that's where it is. If you compare everything, no, compared to the other stocks that we've been looking at, compared to the other tech stocks, and JP Morgan has dropped significantly, but it has not recovered yet to its previous high, or at least to the main resistance right here at the 135 level. So there. Now let's look at Now Telecom. Comment below if you are excited about Now, if you have been tracking Now, if you have been watching Now as well. I'd like to know if I don't know why is there so many questions about Now. But yeah, if you have more about it, this video by the way is purely technicals, so it does not feature or factor in ano nangyayari around it, what's the news, what's the buzz. But what technicals would do is it tells you that everything you need to know is found off the charts. Everything you need to know can be analyzed from the charts that we're looking at. So this is where Now is similar to the JP Morgan chart. No, it's pushing towards an uptrend. Similar to the JP Morgan chart, also it broke past a resistance that tried to assemble itself at the 195 level. And if I'll try to put another resistance here, this is its current progression right now. So for Now Telecom, please just write this down. You have a support at the 195 level and you have a resistance at the 2.5 level. So it's also forming a smaller, weaker support here. But one thing that you can consider is if this holds, then the narrative is it could possibly go back to the 2.5 level. So for those who plan to buy here, since it's also above the 20-day moving average, this is like a 15.3% trade. And I'll tell you this, the shot for Now to possibly move up is it needs to break past the 2.5 level. I repeat, the shot for Now to break out and go much, much higher and proceed in this uptrend that I just drew is it needs to break out of the 2.5 level. Please write this down. Current resistance is 2.5. Current support is somewhere around this 2.17 level. Failure to hold at 2.17, then there's a possible retracement here to 1.95. But this is what I believe. Now, if I'll zoom in better, you'll see this. If this does not hold, this 195 level, you have our upward trending line here. So should there be any sell downs, it could maybe hit this, break past this again, then continue, and this will be still the major resistance. So if this does not hold, I believe it has a chance to attack this. If this does not hold, then by all means, it will go back here to the 195 level for Now. So Now could possibly go Now for Now and that level. Labo ko, no? Anyways, let's look at Ayala Corporation. Ayala Corp, one of the larger conglomerates here in the country. By the way, for those who are in Patreon, and our YouTube community posted some charts of Ayala Land. So for those who are asking about Ayala Land, it's in our Patreon group. I have like a picture of it and then some analysis of the stock there as well. So anyways, for Ayala Land, very, very clear. Ayala Corp, sorry, very, very clear. You have a resistance at the 807 level. You have its push up right here, which is quite decent, no? So if for those who took profits there, it's more than double. It's more than double at the time of the pandemic, and it gave you also very, very interesting areas to get out because you have it here, you have it here, and way past that also. So this was, if this was June, it gave you more than a month to show you that the 807 level was really a resistance. So that being said, the stock right now, though sloping downward from this particular level here, you could possibly see that it's pushing down. But over the short term, if I zoom in, you'll be able to see this. You could put a support level here that was reinforced by this and this and this. The thing about what happened today was it broke down. If you allow me to zoom in, it broke below this 695 level, also confirmed by it breaking down the 200-day moving average, it also breaking down the 100-day moving average. And if you look at the pattern that it's forming, remember the pattern I showed you a while ago, that was an ascending triangle. This one, this is basically a descending triangle. It's a very, very bearish signal. If selling will continue, possible retracement could bring it to the 600 peso level. Again, I repeat, should the breakdown continue, Ayala Corp, one of the larger companies. And again, I'll say this: one of the reasons why selling is happening is because foreigners are going out. Please remember that when foreigners go out, they normally will sell down the larger ones because that's where they have positions in. And foreign funds also normally just mirror the stocks that are in the index, which is BDO, SM Prime, AC, and Ali. And the common logic for them is if they're gonna sell, take out money, foreigners have still been selling, they will sell also Ayala Corp. And that's why we've been seeing it start to decline also and go down, with the exception of some portion in June where foreigners were slightly trying to come in. But anyways, let's continue. If you look at it here, this is the breakdown that happened. So if this does not, it does not go back, it does not reinforce itself as a support, the larger support that could make it break down is at the 595 level. But if I'll place a shorter one here, weaker one, again, I repeat, the shorter supports are the weaker ones. You have another one at the 636 level. So that's what we have for AC. Comment below, guys, if you're learning. If, by the way, before we go to Bloom, if you think this is all jargon to all of you, this is something that's harder to understand, I have books that are in the description below that you can order via Shopee, where I talk about the fundamentals and the technicals. So if you want to go on a deeper dive on the principles and the strategies that could be made from this, the books will be there. I'm trying to make another book pa na ebook about it. I don't know if I have the time. I'll try to make time for it. Dun sa mga nagre-request. And online courses I don't have yet, but if more and more people would really want to do more Zooms, I just did one for the ones in Manila kasi we didn't have a schedule yet in SMX, but hopefully we can have soon. But that's for that. For those who want a session for them, just put it in the comment section, and then yun. But the online courses currently that I have are all collaborations with Chinkee Tan and Sean Si. They're also in the description below. So let's continue. I want to talk about and end this video with Bloom naman. There's been a lot of questions talking about and asking what's my take on some of the casino stocks that is there. So please remember, Bloom is heavily connected to the casino industry. It's starting to go up slowly, very, very slow. But one thing that's evident here is if I'll draw a support here, it's way past that already. It has bounced past that. If I'll put a resistance here also at the 6 peso level, it broke past that, hit this 200-day moving average, and then you have the 6 peso level reinforcing itself and confirming itself that, hey, the 6 peso level is really a support level, but the 8.27 level is a legit resistance. So now it's above the 50-day moving average, very, very clear here. But if you would want to make a textbook definition of its movement, it could possibly try to attack the 200-day moving average, or at least go here to the 827 level. So support, target price could be here. It's a 28% trade, or as high as this, it's a 37% trade. But as long as it stays above the 6 level, as you can see there, we have a support line there. And as long as the trend line that I placed is pretty much intact, you could possibly see it go to the 8.4 level, and that will be your resistance for Bloom. And as what you can see here, allow me to zoom out here. If I'll try to connect this together here, I think this is one of the stronger resistances also that needs to be broken out from if you really want to see Bloom reverse from this downward trending slope into something that's that looks like more of an uptrend. But as for today, by the time we're making this video, clear resistance that needs to be watched out for is this 8.26 level. A breakout from this, I believe, will make it at least challenge this 9.5 or this around the 10.75 level. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this. I hope you guys are learning. So my other video on my first channel is still being edited. It's coming out in the next few hours. So this is around 8:30. So expect channel 1, Marvin Germo late ngayon, Marvin Germo, to be out maybe most likely past 10. But I hope you guys stay for it also. We've done a lot of work to make that happen, and so that you guys get educated on that as well. So there, again, if you guys have any questions, comment section. If I can answer it immediately, I'll answer it. If I made a video based on your question, I'll send the link. Or if you have a very, very interesting question that you want me to make a video of, slide a DM on my Instagram. It's at Marvin Germo. And yun, for those who want to support the channel, thank you so much to you guys who have been supporting. Channels, we have a community in Patreon, and then another one, another YouTube community also. It's in the description below. So to everyone who are supporting us, thank you. It's such an honor to be able to create content for you. And yun, US markets, eToro, link is in the description also below for those who want to be part and invest in US stocks for only $50. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo. Are you guys excited for next week as a trading, as a new week opens? So when I was starting out also, I'll just share this. I was more excited about Mondays and weekdays because the markets were open. Hindi ako ganun ka-excited sa weekends kasi sarado yung market. If you have the same excitement, I wanna hear it kung excited kayo sa weekdays. Dati ayoko rin ng holidays noon kasi sarado yung market. I really, really, really enjoyed watching the market, especially when I was starting out. And that's why it overflows, no, my love for investing and trading also spills over to sharing more and more of it to all of you. And I hope that I just really want to make a difference in a lot of your lives, and I hope that this channel does that for all of you. So there, uh yeah, I guess that's it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make updates like this for next week. I'll do my best, but it's my wife's birthday week, so we might be out. I don't know how is that possible during the lockdown, but I don't know if I'll be able to do this type of content yet. So yeah, that's it for now. Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.